Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's video. Welcome to the GamerDad channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. The new seasons for Tom Clancy's Division would have probably started by the time you watch this video. I hope to take some time to actually evaluate all what the devs have done. I like some of the ideas, I'm not going to lie, because for the most part, I've only been playing intermittently, so something that provides a new outlook might be something that attracts me. However, I want to take some time to look at what the community response is to this new change, because at the end of the day, we're making videos talking about this stuff, and to be very honest, I don't want to be making videos to a community that is actually fully dissatisfied without knowing why the community is dissatisfied. Not saying that I'm supposed to be here to solve the problems, I'm not the developers, but I'm also a content creator, and you guys are the ones that I make my videos for, so we might as well dig down into what in the world is going on. So very first of all, let me shout out to XC's the Stars, one of the Division agents that is in this community. This is his response to this. He says, I'm in for Division 2 to get a fresh start all over. Love the idea of new loot and exotics being locked behind a fresh tune in seasonal content. Zero expertise, no max rolled gear, no bench, no a-holes who have been leveled 100,000 shade watches running a 1E character and maxing up every item in the chest, thus you're starting the game organically. Yes, the argument will be same mission and such. Fine, that I understand the new stuff is coming. Now, he's got to defend his own, position. However, there are other people who hold a separate position, people who have worked for their characters. And please, by all means, we're all sharing our opinions here. Not saying that one person's opinion is going to be held over another. We just want to know where everybody stands so far. And I think this video is probably going to open the door for the conversation. So everyone here in the comment section, I'm going to take my time to try to see if I can read some of your comments. So Kel says, making players a new character to feed the main character is doo-doo. I want to use the character that I've spent so much time building to play through the new seasons. I don't need smoke and mirrors from devs to hide the fact that they have run out of ideas. Hey, this is a very valid concern. I'm not going to lie. I think there's some concern here that you want to play with your character. Like I said, I'm on the other side of the whole divide where I don't really mind at the end of the day, to be honest, something that is fresh is welcome in my mind. Andrew2784 said, as long as I don't have to forsake my 3 hardcore characters, that one has been alive for 262 hours for these season characters. I haven't seen this clarified. I'm on board. Mixing things up is a good way to keep the game moving along. That's another thing that we haven't necessarily, gotten details on is how we're going to form this new character. Is it going to be like an air character somewhere that's not going to be part of our character slots? People are wondering. Great for beginners and returning agents. What about us veterans that's been here still playing since day one? Very valid, very valid. I like the challenge. I'm at 9k shade level, 25 of an everything, so not so much challenge. Jesse2690 says, having a seasonal character will provide more of a challenge in making new builds, and at respective levels. I get people being angry and understand why, but I like it. I think I hold almost exactly the same position, except I don't hold that 9k, Jesse. I mean, come on now. You've been putting in work. Tony says, man, the content creators are really drinking the Kool-Aid with these changes. I can appreciate a comment, but why does everybody have to drag the content creators into this whole thing? Your fuss is not with us. I don't develop the game. In fact, Tony, by the way, shout out to you. I am working on my own video game right now in the background. I hope that you support me, and I'm here to listen to all the concerns of the community I make this game for, by the way. So, hey, if you if you're looking for somebody to get mad at, in the developer sense, I guess you can get mad at me if my game does not meet your standards. I welcome that because I'm trying to grow. But, Tony's comment here actually has a lot of, I'd say it has a lot of meat to it. To those who are hyped about this, I'm super happy for you. But for those of us who've been loyal to the franchise, I just think we have to find something else until D3 is released in 4 years. I don't think it's going to take 4 years. This new DLC better be all world and have a survival based game mode in it, but based on what I've seen lately, I expect it to be the same old crap. Well, same old is kind of something that we've all seen, and it's a valid concern. Patrick says, love season 2 concept, can't wait. At this point, they should try and test many stuff in order to prepare and implement them on Division 3. Let's see how it'll be. Says Zok, how do you say this? I don't know how you say your username. Doroxy says, new season, let's go. There will be more players in the end game as we're all together now at level 40. It's also good that they completely remove the gear score nonsense. I'm not excited about the new gear, exotics, and apparel event, though. I haven't seen the gear yet, by the way, guys. I've just been wrapping my mind around this stuff. Torn over the Season 2.0 plan, fresh new start, dig into new specific meta, have new surprises, that all sounds good, but what happens when the season meta is horrible? What happens to all the gear and builds I have on my main that I can't make use of for an entire season? I think this is why they wanted to basically remove the grind. I wonder what changes they have made. We need to look into that. I said I was going to after this video that I made, but sorry guys, I started to see the comments, and you guys know, if you've been a long-time member of this channel, those are very, very powerful in terms of knowing how players are thinking about the game. Billman says, in conclusion, hope this doesn't kill the game. Mark back says, yeah, no, this is high-level FOMO play, and it's not my cup of tea. And I said the opposite of FOMO, gatekeeping players from experiencing new content unless they throw 20-ish every season into the bin is FOMO. We would most likely not get any content or on non-season characters anymore. Textbook Season 2.0 will hurt the game badly. I've never paid for a season before, guys, ever. After the first season that they gave us for free in Warlords of New York years ago, I did not give these guys a single dime. So again, it's your own, FOMO. That is your fear. It's not my fear. Just letting you guys know, it's a valid concern. I'm not saying it's not, but hey, it's your fear. I'm on your side. Says mobile spongy game mode, hard pass, not much in terms of content, still can't get any Regulus any other way but doing Mare Raid over and over. I'll stick with Fallout 76 until we get some content here, hoping First Defendant is good too. I'm on your side. What console do you play on? If you look through my videos, there's a link for the LCN clan. Hop in the Discord server and just ask questions. People will run you through raids till you can get what you want. I got all my stuff on my PlayStation character from just running with these guys because the grind is thick. I get it, So this says they're trying to copy Diablo, but I'm personally not a fan of starting over again. And it's cool, though. It does switch up things for hardcore players who might be bored of the original season model. I've never beaten, well, maybe I've beaten like 1 or 2 seasons, and that's it. The season model was kind of like, I don't know. I don't want a mask at the end. It never really was a big deal to me. And seasonal content encourages you to play differently without all your gear from level 1. There's definitely potential, but more content is desperately needed, in my opinion. Emma the Girly 72746 says, yes, I can't wait for season 6, but everything else in the Ubisoft forward was trash, in my opinion. I mean, Assassin's Creed Shadows was interesting, but nothing else. Very disappointed with Ubisoft, man. If you're looking outside of the division for any Ubisoft IPs or any of their established stuff from a few years ago, like 2016, 2019, you're not going to really find much of what you like, to be very honest, because you're a division player and your style of game is a very, very unique taste. And right now, Ubisoft is pursuing all these IPs that don't have it. That's just my opinion. Now, if you move further to the Twitter feed of the division, Twitter page, it's not fine and dandy. I mean, on my Sargrumsalot is here. Oh, Sargrumsalot has unfollowed the division for the longest time. I mean, he's followed Division 1 very, very heavily. But a lot of people are not happy here on Twitter. And this is the division community. You're going to see a lot of people just saying, nah, man, I'll pass. The community is somewhat divided. I don't want to be audacious and say the community is divided, because the division is it's a small thing at the end of the day. Let me play some footage from Division 1 here for you guys. It doesn't necessarily move the needle. Wasn't really gonna move the needle for the most part. We've grinded these missions and these seasons. Those of you who grinded it, big ups to you, shout out to you. In my case, I just was not doing, the seasons. I just came in and played my legendaries. I did whatever it is I wanted to do. Maybe this will be interesting enough. We'll see from the way it lands. But I do get and I do reason with everybody who has basically placed their, thoughts out here and their comments and their opinions. I see where there's a lot of, valid points on all sides. The devs are trying to do whatever it is that they want to do with a game that is already 5 years old that they don't really want to invest in. That's where the biggest challenge is for the most part. That's the biggest problem from the publisher side, not wanting to invest in a game that they changed their mind and said they were going to support, but are basically supporting with a one-handed approach, in my opinion. I think that's probably the biggest problem here, or the elephant in the room that no one is actually addressing. I'll get out of your hair. Okay, talk to me again. Reading these comments, seeing the Twitter page and the Twitter feed, and seeing that it's largely negative, this is the reality. I mean, if you're counting scores, what do you think? Thanks for watching the video. Peace out.